Hello children, welcome to English Winglish with Kashish. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, safe and taking good care of yourselves. Schools are just about to start, or maybe your school has already started. I hope these videos are helping you a lot, and anything that you require from us, we're always there for you. So today we are doing the third supplementary reading of your English, part 2, which is called A Great Martyr Ever Cherished. Now, who is a martyr? I know you all know martyr. Martyr is someone who sacrifices their life for maybe the nation or anyone. So, in this particular case, it's a soldier. His name is Hanif, and he was very young, and he lost his life in Kargil war. He was just 25-year-old, very passionate, very loving boy. So, how he lost his life, and why is it written ever cherished? When is something ever cherished? When it is remembered as after you gone also. So till now, it's been a long time that we lost him. Till now, we cherish him. How? By the family has done a lot of charity work on his name. So his name is still now forever. We still see his name here and there. So the family wanted his name to be remembered forever, and that's why we say a great martyr ever cherished. Okay, so this particular story is edited by Meha Mathur and Tessie Koshi. Okay, they have edited this story and got it to us. It's very nice to read about our soldiers and get inspired by them. Learn from them. Learn from every chapter that we are doing. What can you pick up? What is the moral of the chapter? Learn, keep it in your heart and remember forever. So let's start the chapter. So this is the little soldier. Yeah? Can you see him? We often come to know from the newspaper accounts how our young soldiers aspire to live and die for our country. Are you at the battlefield? No. We don't even know what they go through. Their trainings are so rigorous, and imagine your life is unpredictable. Today you're happy, tomorrow you don't know in a war if you'll die. And they know that they can die, and still they go ahead and face all kind of situations and protect our country. Yes, so this is one of those soldiers. Here is a profile of a young soldier who gave up his life at the age, a very little age of just 25. People live and die, but continue to live forever in the hearts of patriots. Who are patriots? Patriots are us. We are patriots. How? Why? Because these are the people who are sacrificing their lives for us, isn't it? Is there any other selfish motive? No. And to think of it, these soldiers don't even get so much of money. This is just enough to take care of their family, and they have in their hearts to protect us, right? Indians or whoever. So read on to know and cherish the memory of such great souls. Let's read on. So before that, they've mentioned just a quote. The sand, like life, slipped away forever as he continued to live on. Sand like life. Why are we calling his life sand-like? Have you seen that sand timer? You turn it around. What is inside that? Sand. So do you see that sand, that thing slipping down? How it slips down? Very smooth. If you put mud in that, will it smooth? Will it come by? No, it won't be smooth, right? Sand is very smooth. So that's why in a timer we keep a sand. And his life also, very little age he was, right? So it slipped away. Yeah, it just went by. We didn't even realize. But he continued to live on. So we will see how many charities the family has done. His life, his name, his beautiful patriotism still lives with us. Okay, so this is Hanifuddin. You remember his name? We will read about him. Now enter the Hanifuddin household, his home, and a warm smile will beckon you to step right in. Although they have lost their son, their family member, their sibling, but still there's a warm smile. They're proud. You know, the proudness in the smile comes up in all of their faces. What is beckon here, children? Beckon means call. It calls you. What calls you? The warm smile calls you inside. They are still warm and they are inviting you. Yeah, they are not sitting sad and making a fuss out of it that we lost our son and crying about it, right? They are still happy. You want to enter such a house. If there is sadness in the house, will you want to enter? No, right? You come back with a bitter feeling. But this particular house, family members smile and they are proud of it to let you in. But that's all the smile can do as it beams from within the confines of a picture frame. What do you mean by within the confines of a picture frame? That means just from a photograph. But that's all the smile can do as it beams from within the confines. That's all they can give you right now. Only smile. Okay? A mere memory, painful and brave. The smile belongs to the 25-year-old martyr, Lieutenant Hanif Uddin. Now they have gone inside the house and they see a nice photo frame. In that photo frame is Hanif Uddin. You can see his smile. Okay, now we have the word martyr here. It's a soldier who dies for the sake of his or her country. As I told you earlier, martyr is someone who sacrifices their life for the country. Now this particular martyr, Lieutenant Hanif Uddin, there is a photograph of him in the hall and he's smiling and you feel happy. But behind the smile of the parents, what is it? Painful and the braveness of their child. That will always be remembered. As you take a deep breath and try to avert the pain that comes from knowing of a young life cut short, you will notice a large picture of snow-capped mountain peaks of the Turtuk sector in Kargil, now called sub-sector Hanif in memory of Hanif Uddin's bravery. So with the photograph of Hanif Uddin, there was one more snow-clad peaks. What was that? And what is avert the pain? This is all from your glossary. It is mentioned in your book. You can see these words, but I am going to explain them as we come in the chapter. Avert the pain is to get over the sad feeling. Now, when you are in a pain, what do? Okay, let's move on. So, after they take a deep breath, they move on and then they see, they know obviously that the life has been cut short of Hanif Uddin. They see a large picture of snow-capped mountain, okay, which is in which district? Turtuk district, which is in Kargil. Now, because he sacrificed his life there, they have named this mountain in his memory. What is the mountain called? Now called subsector Hanif. That particular area is called subsector Hanif. And why is it called that? In memory of Hanif Uddin, because he sacrificed his life there. Perhaps Hanif Uddin or Khalifa, as his friends used to call him, knew what he would be able to give to the nation, which probably explains why Hanif Uddin, who hailed from a family of musicians, chose to join the army. Now, when you come from a doctor's family, what do they expect from you? That you will become a doctor. Correct. They've built hospitals for you. They want you to become a doctor. If you come from a musician's family, you will have all kinds of instruments in the house. You will have someone who is so great in singing. They would want their children also to pursue that, to follow that. Now here, his family, everyone was a musician. So how come Hanif Uddin tried to join the army? Why? Because he knew that he wants to do that. He knew his passion was that, and he knew that he wanted to serve his country. So apart from being someone from the musician family, he chose to join the army. Alright. Perhaps Hanif Uddin also knew that life for him was short and so needed to repeatedly remind himself of his mission. Okay, what is mission? Mission means goal or some objective that you've thought that you'll do it. This is my mission, that I'm going to win this tournament. That is your mission. That's your goal. That's your objective or a purpose, some meaning to life. Everyone has a mission in life, isn't it? Everyone has a meaning or a goal in life. Now, what was that goal for Hanif Uddin? To serve his country. He knew that his life is short and he kept telling himself about his mission. Every soldier knows that his life is short, that he never knows that when what will happen and he might lose his life. For all soldiers, their missions have to be finished ASAP, as soon as possible, because they have very short time. What was he called again? Khalifa, strong, isn't it? One can only surmise from a flash card found amongst his belongings, which simply said, "We change lives. Surmise means guess. There were a lot of flashcards which were there. Okay, so we can see from those flashcards only, every flashcard tells us that he said we change lives. Every soldier is very, very dedicated to their country. So they are so dedicated. He actually liked even painting. So he would make flashcards and keep. So in every flashcard it was like we change lives. That's what our soldiers do, and we are very proud of that, isn't it? Fate, destiny, karma had ensured that Hanif Uddin would battle with hardships from a very tender age. Okay, that means that his life was difficult from a very young age. When he was just 8 years old, Hanif lost his father, who had been an artist associated with the National School of Drama. Who was his father? Artist at NSD, a very, very big school of drama. National School of Drama. What was he there? He was an artist. Where did he work? In National School of Drama. And when he was just 8 years old, Hanif lost his father. So it was only his mother who had to take care of him.